Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sylvia, the CEO Civic Craft. Today I'm going to show you how to make fan autogele with Autogele. So these are the materials I will be using for this tutorial. This is the Autogele. This is one bundle. This is it. You see, this is the way it is when I bought it. I have my Velcro. I'll be using my Velcro for this tutorial as well. This is what I'll use it. I have my tape measurement. I have a matching thread and a needle. I have a glue. I can either use this or this one. Any one of these will go if the need arises. And I also have my scissors here for this tutorial. So to start with, I'm going to first of all cut out the base of my Autogele. For the base, I'm going to be cutting out 4 pieces of this Autogele. I will need the base 4 pieces, and the length, let's measure this. You see that this usually comes in either 6 or 7 inches width. Okay, here this is 6 inches width. So I'm going to cut out 20 inches. Usually the head circumference is 21, but I'm going to cut out 20 inches for the base because I'm going to be using my Velcro for this as well. But you can also decide to use 22 or 21 inches. But for this particular tutorial, I'm going to use 20. I'm going to cut out 20 inches. 4 pieces of it is what we'll need for this. So here is it. This is 20 inches here. I'm going to cut it out. So I'm going to cut out 4 pieces of this. So after cutting the 4 pieces out like this, then the next thing I will take, if you don't have a sewing machine, you can use thread and needle like this to join it together this way. But if you, after cutting these 4 pieces out, I'm going to take it to my sewing machine. I'll use the sewing machine to join this together like this. After joining it, I'll bring it back to show you the next step. The next thing is to cut out 27 inches for the pleats. This is 27 inches. I'm going to cut out 5 pieces of this. So I'll cut out 27 inches, 5 pieces of it. So if you want it very high, you can go ahead and cut 6 pieces, 7 pieces, depending on how you want it. But for this particular tutorial, I'm cutting 5 pieces of it. 27 inches into 5 places. At this point, this is the 4 pieces for the base. I just finished joining it. You see the way I joined it. So this will stay aside. Then the next thing for this is the pleating. I'm going to plait it. After joining it, I have to fold the edges like this with 1/2 inch of it. This is it. You have to fold it for it to look neat. So after folding the edges, the next thing to do is to make our plate. So to make the plate for the base, you first of all fold this way. Then I have my pins here. Then you use it to hold it, to secure it. When you do this, it will not be hard for you while sewing it. So here we go. So I have this. The next thing, you make making the second plate. Then you do the same thing. Use your needle, your pin or needle, whatever you have, to secure it. And I'll do the same here. Then I'm going to do the same thing here. So continue like this till you get to your desired pleats you want. Here I'll continue pleating it until I have like 5 to 6 pleats here. So if you're doing yours, just decide how many pleats you want for the base and you're good to go. So once you finish doing this, I'll do this and I'll show you the next part and the next step to take. So after you finish pleating this like this to your desired number, the next thing is to cut out your velcro, because remember we're not going to use stripe for this. Instead we're using our velcro. So I have my velcro. I'm going to cut out 5 inches. I'm going to cut out 5 inches here from our velcro. Remember, this is how it looks. So to sew our velcro, I'm going to measure out 4 inches here from our shoki. This is 4 inches. I'm going to cut out 4 inches from it. I'm going to cut out 4 inches from the ashoki. This is it. Then I'm going to fold it into 2. Carefully do this like this. I'm going to cut it. So with this, to do this, I'm going to first of all fold. You can either use your glue. Remember I showed you this glue or this one. You can either use your glue to do this or you still sew it with your sewing machine. First of all, do this. You fold it this way and you fold the both sides like this. Then you attach this to it. This is what it will look like after sewing it, your velcro to it. So after sewing it, I'm going to attach my velcro to the base of this ashoki. Then I'll come back to show you the look. Here, this is the 5 pieces I cut out earlier. This is 27 inches length, and I'm done joining it together. And this, I'm going to do a pleat on it. This will be the one this will be on top of our base. And so what I do here, I'm going to make the first folding, then take this one like this. You have to fold it on top of each other like this. Fold it on top of each other like this. You can decide also to use your pin here like this. Remember, for this folding, it has to be on each other. So the next one, you do it like this. So you see this. So continue like this till you're done with the plate. So this is what I will do. You see, this is how it will look when you're done with it. So I will continue with the folding. When I'm done plating it, then I'll show us the next step for this. I'm going to cut out 13 inches now. It will serve as our stripe. 13 inches, 2 pieces of it. That's what I'm going to cut out. Here I have 13 inches, 2 pieces here. We're going to keep it aside. When I'm using it, I will let you know. Then the next thing for the fan, this will also be on top of the base. I'm going to cut out 15 inches. Remember, it depends on you, your choice, what you want. You can make it 60 inches, 70 inches. But for this particular tutorial, I'm using 15 inches for it. This will be the fan. Let's cut out 50 inches. Here I have my 50 inches. I'm going to cut it out. After cutting out the 50 inches, I'm going to make a pleat on it to give us the fan shape. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to start pleating for the fan here. This is what I have. Then I'm going to bring this way. Let it be on top of each other. At this point, you can also decide, use your pin to hold it. Use your pin to secure it when you're doing this. So here, then I'm going to bring this like this. And I'm going to bring, so continue like this till you're done pleating it. This is what I have. Then I'm going to secure it again. So once you're done pleating it, you take it to your machine and sew. And while sewing, this is how to sew it. I'm going to sew here, just the edges here. Just from here to here, I'll sew the direction till I'm done sewing this 50 inches. Then I'll come back to show you the look. At this point, this is my base. And this is the pleat I showed you earlier. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So this is the Velcro. I'm done attaching it. So if you turn it this way, you're going to lock it like this when you wear it. So this is what it looks like. So now I'm going to, and this is the 27 inches I showed you earlier. I'm done pleating it, and after pleating it, this is what I have. And this is the stripe, the one I cut 13 inches, and I just added it to the edges. There you see how neat it is. And this is the other part. So what I'm going to do at this point is to place it on top of this and set it the way it should be. I'm going to set it, and I'm going to use my needle and thread to tack it. Just tack it straight. I'm following this straight line to tack it to the base. But if you have a sewing machine that can sew it, you feel free to use your sewing machine. But if you don't have, use your needle and thread to tack this. It will come out nicely. So here you go. So I'm going to tack it. After tacking it here, so the next thing we're going to do after tacking this, remember I showed you the fan. This is the 50 inches we cut out earlier. After attaching this to this, tacking it together, you also take your fan and attach it on this. After attaching this to the base, then I have the fan. Remember the 50 inches we cut out earlier? I'm going to attach it now. So let me bring my dummy and show you how to do that. So here we have the base. You attach it on the dummy. Then fold this down just the way you want it. So here is the other one. You attach it to it like this, put it the way you want it, and you tie. Make sure you tie it the way you want it. So like this. Then you take your fan like this. This is what you're going to do. You're going to use needle and thread to attach it to this way, just the way you want it, like this. Just attach it to the body. Make sure it's neatly placed like this. Then you tack it together. So I'm going to do this after tacking it, then I'll show you the final result of this gele.